We're down at Berners Hall in Essex. Got the whole lake booked out on an exclusive, 6 mates. The weather is excellent for zig fishing, prevails zig fishing. I'm going to talk you through my top 5 tips for zigging. So my first point to cover is time of year. Zigging is generally, you can use them all year round, but there's definitely times of the year that I feel that zigs are a greater advantage to fish. Springtime, the fish are waking up, they've got a few leeches on them, they're moving about, they're up in the water, they want to feel the sun on their back, they like to see what's going on, and they're keen to have a look what's in the water, move about. So spring is an ideal time to be fishing with zigs. Summer is a bit patchy, and then we're sort of, autumn seems to be bait weather, and then coming into winter, zigs again. You get a lovely sunny day, the fish are up in the layers, swimming about. They're like us, they like feeling the sun on their backs. It's a great time of year to target the fish on zigs. The second point to take into consideration when zig fishing is hook pattern. Something that everyone has their own idea about, but I feel a zig effectively is a long pop-up, and when we fish with pop-ups we use a chod hook or a hook with an outturned eye, and I think if you treat a zig as a long pop-up, you can't go far wrong. It's exactly the same thing, just further up in the water. Well, the hook that I use for zigging is a BCR rigger. I just find the gape's great, perfect for zigging. The outturned eye is at the right angle, and it's a nice sharp hook. Something you really want to consider as well is the sharpness of a hook. When you're zigging, you really want to be pinprick sharp. Third point is indication. When we're zigging, we want maximum indication. We want to start out with our leg clip, just a bare leg clip on the line. Depending on what leg clip you're using, either tie it on with PVA string so the leg comes off on the bite but stays on retrieval, or just nick the tail rubber on. No tubing, no leg core. I want my line tight as I can to that leg clip. Coming back to my buzzer, I want maximum indication at the buzzer, and then hangers, we want heaviest hangers we can get hold of. As soon as that lead moves, we want indication, and 9 times out of 10 it will be a drop back bleep before it's a take. Point 4, depth. We could talk about depth till the cows come home. I think a good place to start for me is higher in the water. I feel probably if you were fishing 12 foot of water, a 10-foot zig is a good starting place, but it's all relevant to if you were fishing 6 foot of water, a 4-foot zig would be good. People get sort of wrapped up a little bit in length of zig, but it's actually more how far under you are. If you treated the surface as a line, it's about coming under the line. So, and it's not just a deep water method, it works the same in shallow. You could fish a 2-foot zig in 3 foot of water, or a 14-foot zig in 15 foot of water. It's exactly the same thing. The 5th point is hook bait choice. I never fish a pop-up on a zig. You know, carp swimming around. How often you see a boilie floating mid-water? It's so foreign, it's not happening. The point of zigging is you're trying to, it's like lure fishing, you're trying to make a bug or something in the water that the carp would be striking at. So I go for foam, and I think depending on air pressure, if you're high in the water, I'd use perhaps black foam with high air pressure. and if it's lower pressure, I'd fish down in the water and maybe fish with red or yellow foam to try and nick a bite. And you can chop and change the colours about different levels. There's no right or wrong, and see what works for you. I'm gonna tie you one of my zigs and show you how I make it. And this is how I tie my zig. Gardner Zig Link in 12 pound. I tie a loop with the line on the spool. Like so. Trying to keep the loop as small as possible. A little tug. Tail end off, cut a slither of foam. I'm using black, you can use whatever colour you want. Use a splicing needle to put it on so you don't make too big a hole. Slide it onto there, like so. Slither of red foam. Again, you can use whatever colour you want. I'm using red and black. Put that through the tail, through the loop. Pull it down. Take your desired length of zig. It's going to be around about a 3-footer. Cut that off. Take a BCR size 8 hook, put the line through the back of the hook, the knot that you tied that the foam went on, put in line with the tip of the hook. "13 turns, magic number." Put the line at the back of the hook, standard knot to snot. Pull it tight. Give it a little pull. Lovely. Slide the piece of foam down against the back of the hook. And then cut the tails to the desired length. There we have it.